A year has passed since Team Liquid stood on top of the world, hoisting the aegis and irrefutably becoming the best Dota 2 team in the world. It has become a cultural phenomenon, the biggest Dota 2 tournament of the year. A tournament convening the best Dota 2 teams from across the world to battle for the aegis of champions and the biggest prize pool in esports history, the International Dota 2 Championships. The Dota 2 community has propelled the prize pool to over $20 million. The introduction of the DPC system has pushed aspiring teams to incredible heights, where only the consistent best survive. 18 teams will converge on the International's new home of Vancouver, Canada, where they'll battle each other over the course of 11 days. And when the dust settles, only one will be immortalized in the annals of the International. Virtus.Pro, indisputably the best team in the world over the course of the DPC season. Virtus.Pro have been on a tear, winning 5 majors and 1 minor, building up their legacy as the best CIS team since the Na'Vi of the old. What would cement it is a win at the International 8, bringing back the aegis to CIS soil for the first time since TI1.
If he dies here, it's game over.
He's trying to get out, but he doesn't. 120 seconds, he's gone. No one TP's out. VP know that they can sort of chill out. This is a fantastic fight for them. They get no tail as well. Triple kill for Ramses.
S4 as well gets echoed.
Oh, it's the second
he's dead
time
again.
he's down. S4 down for 2 minutes alongside Resolution. This is almost early. Gotta be game. No tails gone as well. Ramses with the rampage.
Double rampage.
Oh my goodness.
And that's
Ramses
it.
goes crazy. It's game over. VP take the victory. 1-1. Is this a triple rampage? Oh,
It is a triple rampage.
Oh, baby, it's the triple.
PSG.LGD. The great Chinese hope is the country's frontrunner for keeping up the tradition of Chinese teams winning every alternate TI. After a relatively slow start to the year, PSG.LGD really picked up the pace during the Dota 2 Asia Championships, where they barely missed out the title. 2 major wins in a row followed as they slowly became one of the favorites to win TI. Team Secret. The Western Juggernauts, Team Secret got off to a brilliant start to this season's pro circuit, demolishing teams left, right and center, and built up an early lead in the DPC table. While other competitors might have caught up with them during the course of the season, the fact is that there's still a quality team who can turn it up at the right moment thanks to their sheer versatility and explosive play from Mid1 and Yabzor. The fact that they are led by Puppy just makes them one of the frontrunners for the ages.
This charge, looks like Fnatic puts the refresher, but he has no mana. Mid1 gets the double kill. The Tidebringer hits too much. He's still full health, Mid1. He's looking for the draw again. The Tidebringer cuts through. Triple kill for Mid1. GH will buy back. Yapsor's got the vision onto mind control. They claim themselves at 4.
Mineski, SEA's best hope. Mineski's mix of veteran leadership of Mushi, Ninja Boogie and Ice Ice Ice, combined with the young raw talent of Jabs and Moon, have propelled them into the spotlight as a team to be feared even by the best of the best. They are the first ever SEA team to win a minor at the start of the season. They also became the first SEA team to win a major by winning the Dota 2 Asia Championships 2018. Can they close out this season by becoming the first ever SEA team to claim the aegis?
They absolutely are. Mushi rips through LGD. The ancient will fall, and LGD are your DAC Major 2018 losers. Mineski wins.
Mineski wins. SEA, Dota. It seemed like they had such a firm control of this game, though. For, like we said, 25 minutes, there wasn't a single kill for LGD.
Vici Gaming, the legendary Chinese organization, still searching for their first win at the International, after years of renewal and reshuffles, come into TI with 2 of the most talented cores in the game today, Ori and Paparazzi, backed up by the wealth of the experience that LANM, Fenrir and Old 11 possess. Their performances in the DPC throughout the season has elevated them to being one of the China's best shots at the Aegis of Champions. They sit crouched and hungry, and anything is possible when this team gets into their element. Will they be the team who brings home the Aegis of Champions back to China in this year's TI?
Mugi still has reincarnation, will he use it? As Quap getting Spirit Siphon right now, Undying stuck inside, nice Sonic Wave, it's gonna hit 2 heroes. Doesn't really have that much of an effect actually. A beautiful RP, a late RP, that's what you need, into a Chronosphere, onto 4 heroes. Do they have the damage to finish it off? It looks like the answer to that is yes. Omni Knight looks to be next. That is the Aegis used. SCCC on the run, is time dilated. He gets glimpsed back. Do they have enough to take him out? Do they have a silence? Do they have anything? No, looks like he'll be the lone survivor.
Still dilated though. Blink taking a little bit.
Newbee. Last year's runners-up have looked like they've lost some momentum after their fantastic win at the ESL 1 Genting Minor. But almost no one expected them to finish second place at TI7 either. They're a team that's known to thrive under pressure, and this year seems like it'll be no different. Will they be able to repeat that performance, or even better, go one step further this year?
Already the tier 3 tower down to less than half health. Paparazzi on the sidelines trying to poke in. Immediately has to time that's bad though. Get the telekinesis onto SCCC, dragging him in, but a quick glimmer cape from Kaka will keep the Viper safe. Repel onto the SF. Oh, here's the song, here's the setup. KP, look at the movement of position. The BKB, the black are ready to go. On to 3, holds them all in. They lose 2, they lose 3. Triple kill for KP Enigma. And Fenrir, he's not getting away from it. He had to run out. GG, it's all too much. The sleep black hole combo that we were looking for all game hits them hard and knocks VG down game 1.
VGJ.Thunder, the last of the direct invites, but perhaps the best hope of the old guard with Syla, the last of a legendary generation of Chinese carries, the only Chinese player to play in all 8 editions of TI, TDC. With the ownership comprising the likes of NBA All-Star Jeremy Lin, VGJ.Thunder will definitely not lack the mental fortitude that is expected from TI contenders. Perhaps the edge they'll have over their opponents by virtue of having a world-class athlete in their midst will be the X factor for the Chinese
Does
team.
he get vision? One more blink is all he needs. He gets the Rex. Where's the support from Thunder? They need to back him up. They saw the buyback. Then the Chronosphere again. They're gonna get this kill, Lumi. TV. Wait, is the He's still alive. Okay, yes, Thunder.
Thunder the Tiny keeps himself alive, but Tiny not going to be so lucky. This is not looking for VGJ. They get the avalanche after a couple. Silo in the front line to Dragon Ball for a couple of seconds. Terrorblade doing what he can to turn this fight. He's got Manimal. He kills Sumail. This game not over yet, Lumi. TB, he wants more. He wants fear. Buyback coming in from the void and EG.
Oh, all right. And now everybody disengage. Meanwhile, it looks like the creeps have taken the bot Rex.
Into these fights.
Oh, they're just going for it now.
They've got DD of all the time, 72 minutes in. Terrorblade, Metamorph, double damage. Once the tier 4s, Tinker has no buyback for 2 minutes. They want to end this game. They can ignore the heroes. Where's the Chrono? It's on cooldown, looming. 40 seconds without. Sumail cannot defend this. It looks like VGJ will take out the tier 4 towers. Aegis is popped. They're going for the throne. They're going for the GG. Evil geniuses. What have they got left? I don't think it's enough to bring free. He gets sunned.
OG, the most successful team in the history of Valve majors, were heading towards utter disappointment. However, a roster shuffle right at the end of the season rejuvenated their team. They have not lost a single series since their reshuffle and head into the International with wind in their sails. Can they win the International and affirm their status as the most coveted dynasty in Dota 2 history? Winstrike, perhaps the most enthralling team in the International thanks to their aggressive, kill-oriented playstyle. Winstrike possess it all: skill, experience, and a flair for the dramatic with their plays. They won many Dota 2 fans' attention and affection with their stellar performances in the Epicenter XL Major, where they caused upset after upset to finish 3rd place in their very first DPC event. Will they be able to replicate the underdog run and capture the hearts of Dota 2 fans in the International 8?
Number 1, and I'm gonna call it in pretty dominating fashion. No, that
Team Serenity. Chinese fans are calling them the Wings Gaming of this year. A team of 5 relatively unknown faces who have extremely high potential and are just on the cusp of exploding onto the scene. They finished in first place in the International 8 China qualifiers to get themselves to Vancouver, where they will be hoping to upset the favourites and claim the title for themselves in what could turn out to be Dota's equivalent of a Cinderella story.
Comes out again, and now they're starting to burn through the blade mill. Aggressive is dropping incredibly low. They're taking him down. CCZ is taking them down one by one. Bobaca's there as well. Q is taking a ton of damage. They drop the tombstone for themselves, and with everybody falling, can they kill off any of these other ZRF? No life left. Forward, everybody's play through to the bitter end. That is a dead zombie man as the second tombstone is going to fall. They chase forward for more. Dagon there onto the left track. They're trying to isolate and kill off this Pugna, but the bigger fish to fry are there as that is a dead Luna. No buyback. Pack your coat, Serenity. You're going to Canada.
Invictus Gaming. Yet another legendary Chinese organization. IG managed to claim that final Chinese TI spot by virtue of their great showing in the TI qualifiers. Built on the back of Boboka and Aggressive, 2 players who looked like they were destined for great things when they broke into the Chinese scene. IG do not lack talent, experience or leadership. They will be looking to repeat the team's first place finish in TI2 and bring back the Aegis to China.
Has the aggressive bomb ready to go. Oh boy. Is he going for this? He's creeping in. And there they go with the boat. The jump in, the Epi, the blast. It's going to be the Radiant who get the Roche down, but it's going to be Boboka who takes the Aegis. Him and Aggressive begin to swing things out. They're looking to go for the Kunkka and get it. That's the Rapier on the deck.
Buyback on Kunkka.
Looking to pick it up. They're trying to run out. A buyback though, as you mentioned, and Newbee looking to swing it out knowing that this is the end.
Kunkka got his Rapier back. It's the crit.
Going on hard. It's going to be KP trying to run out the other direction, but it's IG holding strong, and it looks like it's going to be IG who win this fight.
Fnatic. The fact is, no game played by Fnatic is ever really over until the throne goes down. The chaotic gameplay allows them to come back from unwinnable games and throw relatively straightforward victories. With an amalgamation of experienced Western veterans, Universe, Pilot Eye and Eternal Envy, as well as adept, mechanically skilled SEA superstars DJ and Abed, Fnatic have the best of both worlds. They have the ability to take the Aegis for sure. It is just a matter of execution.
And now it's going to be Universe that gets mopped up. He was meant to be the big ass tank, but now they jump in deeper. Eternal Envy, BKB will protect him alive.
Naku, lakad mo, latak matatang, lakad mo totoo! Normally. Ekos Lama Jama!
And goodbye Eternal Envy. 2 minutes on the sideline.
Uy, teka lang, iba to. Sir Chief! Sir Chief! Huwag kayong mainis, mahalang patis! Fnatic! Oh my God, Sir Chief! Fnatic victory! 10K talako times 3! 30K! Easiest money of my life!
What just happened? That bottom... Even Puppy, you see Puppy just says, I can't believe that.
TNC Predator. The team responsible for the biggest upset in TI history have grown by leaps and bounds since that moment. They won multiple tournaments, consistently competed in multiple majors, and have garnered fans from all across the globe. Raven, Cuckoo, and company have become the face of Filipino Dota 2 and are edging closer and closer to become a truly consistent, world-class Tier 1 team. And what better way to do that than by becoming the first ever SEA team to win a TI.
Call the Echo Slam! Hitting huge! 3 heroes gone, the snowball trying to save him. The Wukong command, it won't come out. 3 heroes lost, none with buyback, 4 heroes in total. The one who does that buyback is Misery.
VGJ.Storm. VGJ.Storm have consistently been one of the most improving and surprising teams in the entire scene, and they keep getting better every time we see them play. This team has a lot of potential with star cores Yavar and Resolution, along with the trusted supporting members. And if history repeats itself, the International is a time where Resolution is known to go completely above and beyond all expectations. Will he continue that tradition once again?
Running in. There's a metamorphosis. The cleave damage is real. Down goes Pugna Visage. LC's gonna fall. It's a disaster for Team Rejects. All they lose is Slaughter on the dire side. They might lose Jakiro. IX Mike, though, that Death Ward.
Evil Geniuses. EG's revitalization from the ashes and subsequent rise back to the forefront of the NA scene has rewarded them with a 4th consecutive TI berth. With their confidence rebuilt and the addition of 2 of the best leaders in Pro Dota today, Fly and S4, to their lineup, Evil Geniuses now have a real shot at yet another Aegis to add to their legacy. With the return of Sumail to the mid lane and the crit fly combo, Evil Geniuses are beginning to satisfy punks and being the greatest. Will Sumail truly become the greatest, winning TI for the 2nd time? We'll have to wait to find out.
Performance is hard not to, but anyways, Medusa, Stone Gaze yet again. S4 will just skewer away, stun him out the base, but
he's gonna stun himself.
Does he really care? He's gonna be stunned a little bit longer. Chaotic Offering finally flying down though.
They've almost done damage.
Dogma's turn to shred through them. Velo,
he's almost half.
But he's still stunned. Finally can start moving the concoction. Nagasaro will explode. Ryoya trying to keep her distance with the Scotty, the RP. No, S4 figuring he wants another one. Did not catch Velo, however, but he got 2, including Medusa. Velo does jump in himself. He'll end up falling though. Buybacks are going to be used on a couple of heroes, but the other 3 do not.
Sumail almost dropped below half.
Almost.
And a bit of that damage was from himself, feels like.
Yeah, on the blade, yeah.
OpTic Gaming. PPD and top 3 finishes at TI. Name a better combo. The man has always turned up the heat when it comes to the grandest tournament of them all, and will be hoping to achieve the same with OpTic Gaming for this season. Arguably the best captain in Dota 2's history, PPD almost led the NA team to a top 8 berth in the DPC rankings after a slow start to this season. However, they have picked up the pace since then and have momentum on their side. Will it be enough to carry OpTic Gaming all the way to the Aegis of Champions? Pain Gaming. It is surprising to see one addition having so much impact on a team. Viha has breathed new life in Pain and the whole of South America, pushing them towards being a genuine contender at TI8. The team has become world beaters in a very short span, showcasing some amazing plays and coordination. Their tenacity has the potential to create big upsets, which bode well for the team heading into TI8. South America has a history of pulling off the impossible in Valve majors. Will we see the same trend continue in Vancouver?
Start train, you will learn how to bring the pain.
Tá vindo todo esse dano impalar quádruplo. Tem muito dano no Hobbs. O martelo meteorítico tá caindo da casa da Rússia. Alô, Mama Rússia. Abraço da equipe da Pain Gaming pra você. O exorcismo com queijo e LTW. Olha esse dano. Olha esse dano. Team Wipe da equipe da Pain Gaming.
Team Liquid. Defending champions. Team Liquid have undoubtedly broken the TI winners' curse, winning 3 minors, 1 super major, and finishing in 2nd place in the DPC tables. Can they do the impossible and become the first team to win 2 TIs?
Triple kill, can he get more out of this? He's punching into this nice hook, he's got a lot of resistance with the Grizzly down, it's not enough! There's Miracle with the ultra kill, they're looking at one time, and can they really fight yet a 5th out of this? Miracle's incredibly low, they'll turn with the new Kame, trying to bring down Miracle, but Miracle, he carries on, they're looking to try and set up for the rampage, they want to give it to him, I don't know if it's going to be soon enough, he moves in, and he gets it! Miracle with the 20-minute rampage against all odds, fighting LGD around their shrine.